Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and I am here today to review hands down New York's most hyped up restaurant, probably the most exclusive restaurant in all of New York right now, and therefore by extension the world. Either them or Fort Charles Prime Rib, which we also ate at actually on this channel, and both of those places getting a reservation impossible, like pretty much impossible. I somehow made it happen at Fort Charles Prime Rib, which we reviewed on this channel, but for this place, I've refreshed a ton and it just hasn't really been happening. But this place is a little bit less exclusive, potentially because they do allow walk-ins, which is why we're here. I'm actually pointing at the sign here. This place, it may be impossible to get a reservation, but they do leave some room for walk-ins. They do have a bar, so they have bar seating. So yeah, you gotta get here really early, but it is possible. And it's not my first rodeo. I mean, I had to go through this for the world's best pizza, also in New York, Una Pizza Napoletana. So for that one, I had to get here at 3:45 for a 5 o'clock opening. So right now, it is 3:30 and I am waiting in line to walk into Tatiana, and I'm number one in line. So I think the odds are in my favor, I might say. Now, I would imagine part of what is adding to the hype of this restaurant is the location. It's located here at the Lincoln Center. Very, very beautiful space, and you know, very fancy place. See some performances, see some operas and stuff like that. Ooh, Aida. Actually, my high school did Aida, I think my junior or senior year. That probably also makes walk-ins even harder because some people probably try to eat, you know, before or after shows. But I was in New York City today. Actually, I was filming another video on the way home. It occurred to me that, you know, it's almost 3:30 and Tatiana opens at 5 o'clock, and if I stand in line now, maybe I can get in, and it looks like my plan has succeeded if you look behind me. So, you know, unfortunately, I didn't plan to be eating at a fancy restaurant tonight. I might be a little bit underdressed, got the ball cap, got a vest over a hoodie, but it is what it is, right? We'll see if they'll let me in. For you guys, I will wait and see if this place is all it's cracked up to be, and if it's worth you guys waiting. So, yeah, I got like an hour and 20 minutes left, so stay tuned. It looks like I got here at the perfect time, by the way. It's only been a few minutes, and yeah, it's already 6 people, and I hear there's only 6 seats, so looks like better safe than sorry. Hey, pretty nice of them. They actually brought us some free tea for us waiting in line. There's about 30 minutes left, so... Ooh, smells nice too. Hibiscus tea. Doesn't really look like anything special. It almost looks like coffee, but let's try it. Oh, whoa. Ooh, no, it's sweet and it's spicy. That was not what I was expecting. I really, really like that. I'm worried if I drink too much of it, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom and I might lose my line, but what the heck. Oh, it's really, really good. We're off to a great start. It kind of tastes like cranberry juice, but like spicy cranberry juice, like flavored with like cinnamon or something. I'm really digging this tea. Also, guys, look at how long this line has gotten. Pretty crazy. They just made an announcement, by the way. They said that they only do walk-ins for parties of 1 or 2, no more than 3. Or I think they said 3 and up they don't do, so that's it's kind of a shame. I hope no one has been waiting in line as a walk-in as a group of 3 or 4 people this whole time, and now they have to go home.
She was asking how to get the reservation. Oh, nice.
Just one for me. Take your time. Oh, me too. Excellent.
You first?
Oh, thank you.
Inside.
All right, guys, so we are inside Tatiana. Apologies, the music's really loud in here. This place, out of all the fancy, super hyped up restaurants I've been to, this place definitely has the most hip vibe. Well, this and Alo in Toronto was blasting like 2000s hip hop, early Kanye and Jay-Z and stuff like that. Here's the same, they're playing loud hip hop music in the background. I think I heard like Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that. Unfortunately, that probably means it's going to be hard for them to get a Michelin star, but who cares what Michelin Guide thinks anyways, as long as people are having a good time. So let's take a look at the menu. Oh, this is the whole menu. I guess I thought it would be bigger than this. One of these is drinks and one of these is food. The menu came really neatly positioned on top of this, and when you flip it over, and that's it. It's not a big menu. Looks like you can pay $4 more for some hot sauce. And then they have, I hear this place specializes in Caribbean food, like Afro-Caribbean food, and they have all sorts of other options. I hear there's also homages to, like New York bodegas and delis and whatnot. I do like crab rangoon, even though it's like one of the fakest Chinese foods out there. I gotta make sure there's no real crab in that. If it's just cream cheese, it's okay. Those dumplings got crab though, and then hamachi, black bean. So it looks pretty good, and I hear great things about these goat patties. I'm guessing these are like Jamaican patties, but with goat. I love me a Jamaican patty. I used to go to Golden Crust all the time and eat those, and I'm partial to getting them at pizzerias in New York City. So $26 is a little expensive for a beef patty or a goat patty in this case, but maybe it's good though, so I'll try it. And a jerk lamb rib. Yeah, prices are, they're not low, but they're not too high either, especially for a nicer restaurant. So yeah, we'll give this place a try, why don't we? We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the quality or the portion makes it worth it. And then for bigger options, they got eggplant curry. Ooh, I hear good things about the oxtail. Maybe I'll try that. Branzino, that I'm sure it's good. Sounds a little boring for a place like this. Shrimp, I wonder if that's shrimp and grits or just shrimp. Mushrooms for $52 and a short rib pastrami for $120. I don't know, guys. That's I love pastrami, but that's a little expensive. Maybe we'll hold off on that. And then a roast chicken. And then that's pretty much it. They're playing one of my favorite songs in the background now, Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z. So I'll show you the drink menu real quick. Just want to show you the cocktails real quick if you're interested. And just also going to show you guys the wines that they have. I'm sure this is all good stuff. I'm just not really in the know for this kind of thing. Maybe we'll get a non-alcoholic juice. Maybe 0 proof passion fruit orange guava. Is that like a juice or something? I'll try it. I'll ask them what this is. Big pimpin', spending them cheese. Big pimpin' on BO ladies. Big pimpin' up in NYC. Do I order from you? Sure, tap order sounds good.
Is this your first time joining us?
First time ever.
So welcome home. A little about the menu. The menu is designed to be shared, but it still works for one guest.
Okay.
For one guest, we recommend 1 small share of one large share, maybe 2 small shares of one large share if you're really hungry.
Okay.
Are there any allergies you should be aware of?
Shellfish.
We use the same fryer for certain items. Is cross-contamination okay?
That's okay. I'm not that sensitive to it. That should be okay.
Anything to drink?
Oh yeah, this non-alcoholic passion fruit orange guava, is that like a juice or what?
Yeah.
I'll take one of those. Thank you. Question, the crab rangoon, does that have actual crab in it or no?
It does.
It does, okay.
That's fine in the same fryer.
Okay.
It has crab, so it's selfish. So,
Okay,
and we can't omit it.
that's okay. Let me do curried goat patties, jerk lamb rib. That should be mostly meat, right? That should be mostly meat, right? And then I hear the oxtail's pretty good.
Sure.
Is that probably the most popular?
Delicious, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll do those 3.
Patties, the lamb rib, and the braised oxtail. Awesome.
Thank you.
I'll take the minute.
Oh yes, thank you. I want to talk a little bit about the atmosphere of this place. Like I said, it's a really hip place. They're playing really loud music. The place both seems really nice at the same time, and also feels very, how do I say, like very trendy, very lit, you might say. Almost feels like half fine dining restaurant, half nightclub or something like that. They also have a nice outdoor space, so in the spring and the summer months, I hear they actually do accommodate walk-ins in those in that pleasant outdoor couch space. So, all right, this is the guava juice that I ordered. So let's give this a try. We got good lighting, by the way, right by the window over there. Look at this whole bucket of booze just for me. No, just kidding. That's not for me. They're playing A Good Life by Kanye West in the background. I might have to mute it if it's like picked up by copyright. It's like almost like a perfectly fitting song for this place. Yeah, so it's just a juice. It's a guava juice with I forget what was in it. I think mango or pineapple or both. The guava flavor is really strong. Like the guava flavor really comes out. I drank guava juice quite a bit growing up, in particular in Taiwan. I grew up in the US, but like sometimes we would get guava juice from like the Asian market. And when I visited Taiwan, visiting family there, guava juice was pretty big there. So I'm a big fan of guava juice. And the guava juice, it tastes really good. It's nice and sweet, but like a little bit like scaled back, kind of like the way pear is sweet without being like bitingly sweet. Guava just kind of tastes like guava. I don't know how else to explain it, other than it's kind of like the way pears are sweet. But the pineapple, I think that's what was in it, really helps to like add some sharper sweet flavor and some sourness to it. And I love the shape of these ice cubes. Like they look irregularly shaped, but intentionally so. I like it. Seriously, I love these ice cubes. Look at them. Like I said, intentionally irregularly shaped. Thank you so much. All right, our first item is here, the goat patties. Like I said, it's like I suspected. They're basically going to be like beef patties, but goat version. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which way looks best. Like this? Or like this? Or like this? They kind of look good either way. Although I guess this way they kind of look like a frowny face. This way they look more like a smiley face, so maybe we'll do this. Yeah, this was, I think, 26 bucks. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely the smallest patties I've ever seen, Jamaican patties I've seen. If the flavor's good, though, I don't think the price is necessarily unreasonable. I mean, I've definitely seen more pricey apps, I would say. So they look like they're fried nice and flaky. So I can't wait to try these. So let's just grab one. Ooh, hopefully they're stuffed to the perfect like capacity. So one bite without the sauce. All right. They're really good. Oh, hot though. Look at this, steaming hot. Steaming hot though. By the way, it's so loud in here that even the staff are having trouble hearing each other. They're like repeating themselves many times. But yeah, look, that piece of the goat fell out and it's still steaming on my plate. That it just fell out of the patty when I was eating it. No, these are really, really good. I mean, I was afraid with how I was afraid that it was going to be a lot of air and not so much beef, not so much goat. But they're stuffed very thoroughly with like the protein. The stew on the inside is delicious. Like the goat is so tender, seasoned really, really well. Kind of fatty too, not dry at all. Like I've had goat where the goat is like dry. No, this is awesome. It's almost like you're eating like a handheld like goat stew. The outside crust is also nice and flaky and buttery. Although I do think it's a little bit oily, a little bit greasy. No, this is good. I mean, a pretty good goat patty for sure. I'm not sure if I would call this the goat patty. Like, you know how people say goat, like greatest of all time, for people who might not know that reference, like my older audience. But yeah, they're very good. I'm not sure if they're like so good that it's worth like a crazy hype to come here just to eat them. They're good, but I'm not quite sure if it's necessarily worth the hype, but good though. I'm enjoying these. Price may be slightly high. I mean, you could probably get like 3 empanadas from somewhere. It would probably be like $5 each, if not less. So let's try one with one of the sauces. This is mango?
Mango chutney, yeah, you need all that, baby.
Okay, what sauce is this again?
This is green seasoning only.
Green seasoning, okay. All right.
I see your hands busy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Get some of those.
All right.
There you go. Want some of this?
Sure. I'll take it all.
There you go. Now you gotta go.
Thank you. Look at that. Help out a guy in need. Good service, so we'll try this. Yeah. That mango chutney is incredible. Yeah, the chutney kind of cuts back on like the meatiness of it.
Yes.
It's so good.
Overall, you don't get a lot of gamey taste to it at all.
Yeah. And actually, after adding the mango chutney, earlier I said that I felt like the crust was a little bit too oily, too greasy, but it doesn't taste like that anymore. Now everything works together like in harmony. So, wow, if only I had more of this chutney, but it's very, very good. I'll just put it very sloppily on like this and perfect bite. Biggie would be even fatter if he could eat these. Our next course is here. This is a lamb rib. It's a really small rib. I'm trying to remember how much I paid for this. Let me try to look it up real quick. Okay, I just nabbed the price. This was $38. Yeah, it's a small portion. Okay, it might look bigger, You might think that maybe I'm just zoomed in or maybe it's the angle, but look, I still got one of the patties left. The rib is only slightly bigger than the patty, maybe about 1.5 patties or maybe 2 patties at best, and most of it's bone too. So hey, size isn't everything, right? I mean, it's the quality, not just the quantity. So I will give it a fair shake, a fair chance. This salted buttery bread looks kind of nice too. So all right, bon appetit. I may have mentioned this before on the channel. You guys may know that I love me jerk chicken, beef patties. I love all those Jamaican flavors. So let's see how this lamb jerk rib is. Oh man. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, I still think that probably was a little bit overpriced based upon the small size, but it might have been small, but the flavor's huge. The flavor's like humongous. Oh my goodness. That was one of the best bites of lamb I've ever had. Oh my goodness. It's like lamb served in the style of like barbecue, which you don't typically see. And just look at that like caramelized, look at that melted fat there. Oh my goodness. Once you bite into that fat, it's like amazing fatty meat explosion. I never knew that lamb fat tasted so good. Oh my goodness. The sauce on top of it is like perfectly caramelized, and also the whole thing, like it falls, you chew it off the bone easily. Like before I got some flack for saying that I like for ribs to fall off the bone, and people said, no, you should have to tug a little bit, and they're right. This lamb rib, you just tug it ever so slightly with your teeth, and it comes off, but it doesn't come off the bone, it comes off like on your teeth, like it comes apart like at the seams, and then you eat that delicious melted fat on the inside. It's just incredible, while losing none of the delicious funky flavor of lamb that we all love, or at least the ones of us who love lamb love. I don't know, wow. I don't know about you guys, but I think too often lamb, when I've had lamb, you know, especially at those like fancy restaurants, lamb can sometimes be too dry. This one is looking non-pretentious, nice and approachable. Oh. Holy shoot. That was one of the best bites I've had, period, all year of anything. Holy shoot. Let's try a piece of the bread, and then after this, maybe we'll try combining the bread with the lamb. Very good. Sweet, buttery, oily, salty. It kind of reminds me of like Japanese milk breads, you know, which are known for being kind of sweet and for, you know, being a little bit more dense, although this one isn't dense like those. Now let's try making like a little open-faced lamb sandwich. Take some of this off of the rib. Oh man. Eve was made from Adam's rib, right? Well, if it were this rib, Adam would have eaten his own rib before he could make Eve. The most amazing open-faced slider ever. Okay, that was good, but it was less good than just eating the lamb on its own, because that milky bread kind of like, it kind of obscures the flavor of the lamb, the seasonings and the innate flavor of the lamb itself. I don't want to cover up any of this caramelization, any of this seasoning, and any of the delicious melted fat, so... Oh, so good. Oh. One of the best meat things I've eaten this whole year, maybe even ever. That was so good. Just look at this delicious melted fat. Oh my goodness, how could that not be good? And those fatty, oily flavors, this sweet, refreshing juice will pair perfectly. Cut right through that fat. Oh, wonderful. All right, guys, this is our oxtail. I think this was like 58 or like 60 bucks. And yeah, I gotta say, it comes with this rice, it comes with some oxtail, but for the amount of money that I spent, maybe it's just that this pot is big. I feel like this portion is a little bit smaller than I was expecting. Hopefully it's big on flavor also, because I'm slightly let down by the portion. Ooh, but look at how tender this is. So, ooh, it does look delicious, I will give it that. So let's transfer it to this this plate. Eat it with some rice, why don't we? All right, let's see if this is worth the money. And it does come off with not too much effort, but with a tiny bit of effort with a fork. I was hoping it would be fork tender like that. So, all right, let's give this a try, the oxtail. All right, give this a try. Okay, so that one was less good than the lamb rib, but still very, very good. Not sure if it was quite worth the price. It's probably among the better, if not the best oxtails I've had. You can probably find something that's like maybe 90% as good as this for like half the price, but it was good though. It was objectively good. I mean, it is very, very tender. It's very tender, and the sauce tastes really nice too. Like the whole thing has a savory flavor, but it kind of feels like it's been sort of like caramelized on the outside. There's like a sugary sauce on the outside that has caramelized on top of this. Like sort of like this actually really reminds me of a Chinese dish called hong shao niu rou, like soy sauce braised beef. And in this case, it's kind of similar in that there's like a sauce that you braise the meat on the outside, and you braise it for many, many hours. Get that thing fork tender, marinated sauce flavor penetrating into the meat, and the sweet sauce on the outside kind of pairs well with it as well. Although I will say that I overall find the flavor to be a bit on the sweet end. I would say that the flavor is less balanced. Like it's more sweet. Like it's more sweet than it is savory. And if you like that, that's fine. But I guess I feel like the sweet flavor is a bit overpowering, I think. Maybe that's what the rice is for. So let's eat some of it with the rice, see if that helps. See if that rice helps to offset some of the sweet flavor. The rice does help, but now it kind of like masks the flavor of the meat a little bit. Like it's hard to find a happy medium, so to say. I kind of dig this rice though. But guys, overall, while this is good, I feel like this last dish, which is the main course actually, doesn't really stand out as much, I think, as the two appetizers, particularly the second appetizer, the lamb rib. So this is good, but this one I'm not sure if it was necessarily worth paying so much for, since the flavors are good. Like they're a typical, like, you know, like a braised beef or like a stewed beef with rice flavors, but like turned up a notch. But this one, the flavors still don't quite stand out as much. But we're going to, though, eat a little bit more and then share final thoughts outside. All right, guys, so I just finished eating at Tatiana, got my leftovers here, and look at where I'm standing. I'm standing pretty much right where I was, you know, like an hour ago, like earlier. And look, the line is completely gone, and now there's one more bar seat available, mine. So it actually might not be too bad getting a walk-in seat here. At least, what is today? Today is Wednesday, I think. At least on a Wednesday weeknight, it might not be too bad. Was Tatiana worth the hype? Yeah, I guess it depends. The things that I liked, I extraordinarily liked. Like I felt like that lamb rib was so good. That was like literally like life-changing. I think, you know, out of all the steaks that I've had on this channel, and some of them have been quite excellent, I think that lamb rib might have been one of the best pieces of meat I've had ever. Like that was really, really, really good. It really like changed my whole perspective of how good lamb could be. Like it took that bar and it like threw it like on top of the roof. The other things, I think it was a little bit more hit or miss. I felt like the braised oxtail, very good. I think, again, like I think I say this a lot, like I felt like had I just gone into like a really reputable restaurant and I had that braised oxtail, I would have been like, wow, that was really good. But I felt like with all the hype, and especially it being like really the dinner course, the other two being appetizers, I felt like it was good, but it didn't really stand out. I felt like, I mean, the sauce tastes good, it was tender, but it really kind of just tasted sweet, and it was good, but it was not necessarily worth going out of your way to eat, so to say. Yeah, so was Tatiana worth the hype, but was it worth everything, like the huge wait and everything? I don't know. I mean, I will say that for that lamb rib, 100%. Like, it was 100% worth waiting that long to eat that lamb rib. I mean, that jerk lamb rib was incredible. Like I said, life-changing. One of the best bites of lamb and one of the best bites of meat I've ever had. Everything else, maybe a little bit more up and down. So yeah, I guess I would say, I mean, just look behind me. It's not too crazy now. So I guess on a weeknight, you might not have to do what I did. You don't have to like wait an hour and a half. Maybe just come on like a more off day, like a Wednesday weeknight. Maybe look for like a bad weather day where it might be easier to walk in. Yeah, I do think this place is worth trying, but I don't think it's necessarily worth going crazy over to make sure you eat here no matter what. So hopefully that conclusion makes sense. And obviously this is just my opinion. These are just my tastes. So have you eaten at Tatiana before? And did you think Tatiana lived up to the hype? Let me know in the comments, because great minds eat alike. And yeah, it's been a long day. I'm gonna head back home to New Jersey now. If you like my vids, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. And let me know where you think I should eat next. Let me know if there's like a super hyped place here in New York or maybe another city. Let me know where you think I should eat next and try to make sure that I eat at so that you guys can see it. So anyways, until next time, I'll see you later.